Empties time! This is my very favorite video to shoot and watch. I love keeping track of the things that I have used up. There's something very satisfying about having a lot of products yet using products up completely and creating a little bit more space, which is in short supply when you are a skincare and makeup junkie. Anyways, in no particular order, Holy Frog Galilei Antioxidant Dewy Drops. This was meant to have coenzyme Q10, which is why I was using it. This is just more of a moisturizing product, kind of like hyaluronic acid. That's how I was using it, kind of like a serum that is supposed to just add moisture. And according to Holy Frog and the bottle here, coenzyme Q10 and niacinamide, which are two well-known anti-aging ingredients. I did like it, but I think they have discontinued it, so it would be probably quite difficult to purchase it again, and I have plenty of similar products. Anyways, Tatcha de Camellia Cleansing Oil. It's nice. I would say that in my view it is too overpriced. Tatcha is a very well-known brand. It was actually introduced to the UK market only I think about 2 years ago, if that. This is a mini from a set. It was nice. It does irritate my eyes when it gets into the eyes, and it always does. In general, I don't think there's a huge difference between this cleansing oil and any other cleansing oil I've ever tried. It does the job, removes the makeup. That's all I need. No brand Conductive Gel. I have 3 of those. I use them with my new face. They are probably the cheapest ones I've come across. I think £5 each. I do go through those quite quickly because I think these are the 3 that I've used up. Yeah, these are the 3 I've used up this year alone. Well, at £5 I'll live. They're fine. They're inexpensive and don't irritate my skin in any way, shape or form. Do their job just fine. Amica Soul Food Nourishing Mask. This I think is full size, 100 mils. I used it because I had it. I think it was probably a gift with purchase or something like that. I've not had much luck with finding Amica products that would work well for me. It's okay. It does something. It's just not as good as, for example, Davina's products in my case. So I do have, I think, a few more of a similar mask that I'm using right now just because I have them, but I would most certainly not be buying those with my own money. Ameliorate Intensive Hand Therapy. This is a hand cream that I use in the evenings before I go to bed with, I think, lactic acid. I do like this hand cream. I've been using it for a number of years. It actually takes quite a while to use up, which is a bonus as well. At present, I am not planning on repurchasing it because I want to try something different. But overall, yeah, I do like this hand cream and it is pretty unique because of its exfoliating properties. So if I decide that I need something similar in the future, I would be happy to repurchase. Coco and Eve Like a Virgin Miracle Hair Elixir. This is 50 mils. I'm not entirely sure if that's full size or a mini. Comparing to the few oils that I have been able to test in the past, I did not like this product and I'm not planning on buying it again. It's quite heavy in my opinion for hair. It's like proper oil, kind of like cooking oil essentially, whereas the oils I used to use in the past and the one I'm using right now, they're quite lightweight, so they don't weigh my hair down as much. So no, I did not like this product and I would not buy this again. Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the loose setting powder, translucent. I'm not entirely sure if that's a mini or probably a mini at 6 grams. It's completely clean, clear. What I would say is that it would make my face look a little bit white. So it was supposed to be translucent, but actually it would kind of make me look a little bit paler than what I normally am. I in general don't see much of a difference depending on the setting powder I use, aside from the ones that make my skin feel very dry. This one wasn't like that as I recall. I would not be buying it again, but I probably got this for free or in a set or something like that. Anyways, I don't remember buying it. And I wouldn't necessarily be buying setting powders anyways because I'm not a huge fan. For a setting powder, it was fine, but definitely not the best and definitely not one that I would buy again. Maybe for under eyes. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a connoisseur when it comes to powders at all. Emma Hardy Amazing Face Protect and Prime with added SPF. This is a mini 30 mils. It was fun as a primer. I nowadays use an oil with vitamin C in the morning, and then sometimes I just apply makeup, and I can definitely tell if I apply makeup straight onto the oil or if I use this. It definitely helps. Other than that, I would say that I didn't notice anything doing anything at all, and I do have some concerns about the packaging. If you put it in the upright position, this product is very thin and it leaks. So essentially, if you open the tube, you will have a lot of products here in the cup, which I did not like. As you can see, it's quite messy even now. So in that sense, not a fan. It would have been better in a pump or something like that than this, but it's a mini anyways. I would not be buying this again because it didn't do much for me of anything spectacular. Inner Sense Clarity Hair Bath, a hypoallergenic shampoo. This is, I think, a mini 59 mils. It was fine. It washed the hair. I do use clarifying shampoos every now and then because I've been losing hair, and I've heard that it might help with that, clarifying shampoos. I wouldn't be buying this again because I really didn't see anything out of ordinary. It's kind of like every other shampoo I've ever used, and it's quite a bit more expensive. Again, from Inner Sense, this is the Sweet Spirit Leave-In Conditioner Mini, 59 mils. Again, nothing spectacular. I didn't even remember I had it, even though I just used it this year, so that probably should tell you everything about this. I very rarely, unfortunately, find products that I would say, oh yeah, you go and buy it because it's amazing. This is fine. This is, if you need a leave-in conditioner, yeah, that's fine. The Venus, I still don't know how to pronounce this, OI conditioner, 75 mils. And this is how I knew that I didn't quite like Amica. I got this, I think, in a set for free. I can't remember how I got this conditioner. I did have it in the past. I used to use the Venus products a lot in the past. So I more recently have been using Amica a lot because it was a gift with purchase a lot. So I kind of got used to the effects of Amica products, and then I got this and I used this, and my oh my, what a difference. That's how I knew that Amica wasn't doing much for my hair, because after using this my hair looked so much better and felt so much better and was just softer and smelled nice as well. So yeah, I do like the Venus products. I do buy them still occasionally. I love testing stuff out, so I've probably tested everything out from this particular brand, but it did show me that there is a difference between different brands when I switched between Amica to the Venus, my old time favorite, and this is good. This is a good product, let's face it, and I only learned to appreciate it because I was using something that wasn't that good, and now I still am using that not so good product. Anyways, it is what it is. Another product from Ameliorate, Transforming Body Lotion, full size 200 mils. I do like Ameliorate. I think this is a really good product. However, I think this is sort of advertised as something that could potentially help with keratosis pilaris. I've not noticed any difference with that. It says applied twice daily for 4 weeks. I never applied it twice daily. I only applied it once. Maybe that's the reason. It is a nice product. It definitely makes your skin quite a bit smoother. I am not currently using another one of these. I've used it for, I think, a number of years, to be fair, mostly because I'm just trying to try something new and see if there's anything better, but I would be more than happy to return to this product because it worked really well for me. Ultraviolet Supreme Screen Hydrating Facial Skin Screen, gosh, what a name. SPF 50 plus. This is a full-size product. I think it's a chemical sunscreen. Looking at the ingredients, I am not that knowledgeable about sunscreen. I did like it. I did like this product and I would consider buying it again. Ultraviolet, they have quite a lot of various products, so I might try something different, but I genuinely liked it. It was just very easy to use and went so well under my makeup, provided decent protection, and I remember liking it when I was using it. I can't remember now why I liked it specifically, but I would I would love to try more products from this particular brand. Another hand cream. This is by Sol de Janeiro. This is the Brazilian Touch hand cream. The smell is absolutely divine. I can actually picture it in my head, so to speak. And it, yeah, I can still smell it. It's really lovely. I wish there was a drugstore alternative to Sol de Janeiro, because they smell amazing. They smell amazing. Whatever they make, it smells amazing. The price is not so amazing. Would I consider buying it again for the sake of the smell? Absolutely. Other than that, it's just a normal hand cream. Lumene Valo Nordic Sea Brightening Beauty Lotion. Essentially, this is a toner with vitamin C, at least that's my understanding. It's a mini 50 mils. I applied toner before my other product. This is the very first step of my beauty skincare routine, morning and evening. I can't say anything about this because it's just one of many products that I've used, but it didn't do any harm. Would I be buying it again? No. If I got it again in a set for free, etc., I would use it, yes, certainly. Bamford Rose Hand and Body Wash. This is a mini 50 mils. I'm not a huge fan of the rose scent, but it didn't bother me either. I much prefer the geranium body wash from Bamford. Overall, it's not a cheap body wash, so I would not necessarily be buying it. This is something that I probably got somehow in a set or something. But yeah, it was fine. A normal body wash. Not much to say. Bioma Creamy Jelly Cleanser. This is a mini. This is only 10 mils. I genuinely didn't remember that I even had it. Just a normal face wash. Similarly with Malin and Goetz, this is the Grapefruit Face Cleanser. This is 10 mils. I do like it. I do have another one of these that I'm using currently in a bigger size, and I do like using it. It's just kind of the perfect balance between cleansing, washing and foaming, but not stripping. So I use one of those now in the evening, and I do like it. With face washes, it's very rarely that I find one that is just so incredible and amazing that I'm like, yeah, I must repurchase it. They are pretty much all very similar. Speaking about cleaning your face, I have this Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is genuinely my very favorite cleansing balm, and it smells so lovely. They had a set of 3 of those in different scents, and I loved it. I am not currently using one of those because I've run out and I have others that I'm using right now, but I would be happy to return to Pharmacy at some later stage once I've used up what I currently have. This is one of those things that I genuinely really like. Tresemme. This is the Heat Protect Mist. This is 200 mils. This took me, like, I kid you not, 5 years to use up. It's mostly because I only wash my hair once a week and I don't even straighten it every single week. So it takes a while to use up. I actually have another one of these that I'm using right now. I don't even know if it works, to be quite honest. Now another Amica mask, the same one that I had previously in a smaller size. This is the Soul Food Nourishing Mask, 60 mils. As previously stated, not a huge fan, but since I had it, I used it. Maria Niola Head and Hair Heal Soothing Shampoo. This is, I think, a travel size 100 mils. This was supposed to help with hair loss. Well, it says hair growth. Okay, maybe it helps with hair growth. I didn't notice anything, but it was alright. I most certainly would not be looking to purchase it, and I'm pretty sure I got that in some sort of a box or something like that, because I'm not familiar with this brand at all. It's, I think, quite niche. At least I've never heard anyone speak about it. Yeah, it was a shampoo, normal shampoo. I needed a shampoo. I used this and it was fine. Okay, so this is an interesting one. This is by a brand Q+A. This is azelaic acid balancing serum. This is 30 mils, which I think is full size. Firstly, this product sort of exploded before I even got it, so it was like spilled over here. And then when I used it the first time, boy oh boy, did it burn my face. My face was literally covered in red blotches. And then I read some reviews and it seems that that is actually a common reaction. However, as this serum oxidized, I think, it wasn't as harsh and I was actually able to use it without any irritation, any redness, etc. But yeah, the first, I would say, few weeks of using this, it was definitely not a pleasant experience. I think I just started using it and then I left for a while and then returned back to it as I said, after perhaps the ingredients oxidized a little bit, so it wasn't as harsh, and then it was okay. I would not be buying this because I just don't like the fact that it burned my face. Equally, there are not that many products that I have seen with azelaic acid. It's unlikely I would buy it, and I wouldn't recommend it, most certainly not if you have a sensitive skin or any skin. Aurelia London, the probiotic concentrate. This is 30 ml. I'm not entirely sure if that's full price, full size, or a mini or a travel size. So this is one of those products that there's not much science behind it, but I am always on the lookout for something different, new, something that, you know, maybe there's not much research to support, but you never know, right? This was, I can't remember what it was exactly, but it did fine. Didn't irritate my skin. Did it help? Nobody knows. I would not be buying it again, although I would not be buying this particular serum again, I don't think, but I would be interested to add something with probiotics to my skincare routine, just in case, because this is the one, I don't know if you can call it an ingredient, but this is something that I don't necessarily have, and there are not many brands. Actually, I don't know of any other brand that sort of says that it has probiotics in its skincare. You never know, maybe it does something, maybe 10 years from now we will discover that it's an amazing ingredient. So I would, just for the variety's sake, be happy to buy something similar. If I wasn't doing this video, I probably would not have remembered that I actually had it in my skincare at all at any point. So yeah, kind of on the fence about stuff like that. So tretinoin, this is a prescription tretinoin from a company called Dermatica. I have only one of those because I don't use it as much as I once did. I used to use this morning and evening, but I can tell you that I did not notice any difference. Maybe it does help with my skin not aging as fast, but I definitely did not notice anything in terms of like the damage that has already been done. But there is another product that has made a huge difference, and this is the only brand that I've ever come across where I could genuinely tell after a few months of using their products there is a difference. They have reversed the aging process, not just sort of prevented further damage, but actually reversed it. And it's not it. And because I have that other product, I'm going to actually show it to you now because I have it in my Empties as well. I just know that this is not enough. This is probably not worth the money, so I'm now using it only in the evenings. It's just, in my view, a little too pricey for what it does. Maybe sometime down the line I will actually stop using tretinoin altogether because I genuinely have not noticed any difference. So the brand that I just rave about because I genuinely have noticed a difference in my skin is Calesim. Calesim? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's, I think, a brand from Singapore. And I have quite a few products here from them. So this is their multi-action cream, which I love. I am not currently using it because I'm testing something else from Calesim as well. This is definitely something that I would recommend to anyone who notices, especially a loss of firmness in the skin. This little jar, because this is the travel size 20 grams, that lasts about 2 months if you use it only in the evening. It's pricey, but genuinely the one product that I will not go without. Truly, I will not go without. And I have 2 minis of the multi-action cream. They are very generous minis. You get sort of samples with purchase. They are 8 grams each. So actually these 2 are 16 grams. This is 20 grams. So this lasts about 2 months as well. I don't ever open containers when it comes to skincare. I will get every last drop because it is an expensive product and because it works. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now I also have 3 samples of Calesim Restorative Hydration Cream, and this is what I'm using right now. So I'm using it morning and evening. It has a little less concentration of stem cells or growth factors, but it's a little bit thicker and denser, so it was quite good for the winter times when my skin would become very dry. So these again are 8 grams each, so that's about 24 grams in those 3 samples. Again, I love this product. I will probably switch back to the multi-action cream once I'm done with the one I'm using now, just because I think it does work slightly better in my case, but I might revert back to this closer to the winter. 2 more products, or 2, actually 3 more products from Kaosim. 2 of those are really expensive products, the most expensive products they have in the range, and these are the professional serum. I have 2 here. They're 5 mils each, so that's 10 mils. One of those lasts about 2 months. I do use it every day. They do say to use it after procedures. I do use this serum as well after, let's say, microneedling, but overall I just use it every single day as well, and I love it. At this point I don't notice a huge difference, because I think that I have already done quite a lot, been using this brand for about a year. I can definitely tell a difference. I love it, and I would definitely continue buying it. Out of all the products that I have ever used, if I have to stop using everything else, if I don't have the money to use anything else, that I will still buy. I will literally stop using every other product I have, but I will use the Kaosim serum, and if I can, I will use the multi-action cream. It's that good. The last product from Kaosim is just 1 vial of their advanced hair system. So this is what you use on your scalp with like a derma stamp. I have been using it for quite a while. It is a little bit uncomfortable, it's a little bit painful, and I have noticed some of my hair regrowing, but not completely. I have to make it very clear. So I've noticed hair regrowing on this side of my head, but for some strange reason not on this side. So I'm really struggling with this because there's like a bald patch on this side of my head. Nothing works on it essentially, so I might have to seek some medical advice, but it does work. It's just it probably will not work on every single type of hair loss, and I suspect that maybe the hair loss I suffer on this side is different to the one that I suffer on this side, which is why it works on this side but not on this side. Very frustrating, but it is what it is. I still have a few of those, so I would definitely continue using them. I would say that the hair regrowth is not as substantial as I would like, but that it definitely is there. I can tell. Bio Effect EGF serum. I have 3 minis here, and they are 3 mils each. Yes, 3 mils each. This is the serum that I've been using for a number of years before I discovered Kaosim, and I can tell you this did nothing compared to the Kaosim one. Kaosim one, genuinely visible results. And I am a skeptic. I'm a very skeptical person. This I was using because it had some sort of plant-derived growth factors or something like that. So I was like, okay, worth a try. I wasn't expecting much, and I got not much, if anything. Now I've switched to Kaosim. There's no turning back. And mind you, the pricing is very similar. In fact, this is a very expensive product. I think it's about £150 for 15 mils. The Kaosim one, I think it's £80 for 5 mils. So yeah, it is more expensive, but it works. This one did effect. The last product that I have here is a makeup product, and this is by Terry Lash Expert Twist Brush. It was a nice mascara, nothing super special. I think it might have been a little bit drier when I started using it, which is probably why it didn't work that well, but it was fine. I would not be buying this again because I've had plenty of far better mascaras, but there are plenty of people online that rave about this as well. So as I said, maybe it's just because I got a drier one, older one, perhaps that's why it was okay for an everyday use, but definitely not gonna be buying this again. From what I remember, it worked quite a bit better when I just opened it for the first few weeks, and then it was more like a very natural look that you can probably obtain with just about any mascara. So not my cup of tea. I like my lashes as big as possible, and I rarely get what I like. Definitely not with this mascara. And this is it. First empties of the year, the first quarter. Thank you for watching. I have an entire playlist of empties from the last decade. I kid you not. If you like this type of video, please do give it a like. Please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.